right, is this one good? It's good. Is it good? Is it connected? Period. Good morning, happy weekend. Love and like the video, my people, as you come in. How are you all doing on this beautiful weekend? It's beautiful, y'all can see, right? It's nice and sunny. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with myself today on this beautiful Saturday? See, I'm already pushing the weekend along when I shouldn't be, but it's very, very sunny outside. That don't mean that the weather is nice, you know what I mean? P, thank you so much. Priscilla Gardner, thank you for 300 stars. She said, greetings, P, on the cold Saturday, stay warm. Thank you, thank you. I definitely will. I haven't checked the weather yet, but that's because I have not I'm not ready to step out the house yet. So I will be checking that weather before I exit the building. But thank you so much, P. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. And thank you all for joining in. Losing my voice on this beautiful Saturday as well. I see you in there, King Raphael. I see you all as you're joining in. JJ, I ain't see you all week. Where you been hiding? I've been missing hearing your voice. Well, I miss hearing a lot of people's voice, but you know, JJ got that voice. She bring her Jamaican soft voice. I've been missing that, darling. So I hope to hear from you today. My night was great, Raphael. Thank you so much for asking. Join in, love and lights. I see you all. Come on over, my people. Let's do this. You know how we do it on freestyle. Caddy, come up, give her swing of things here so as well. And I also wanted to share with you, well, before I share it, let me share this video one more place, my people. And I think I pinned my coffee link. I think I did. One moment. So for some reason, and this has been happening now for a while, like weeks, maybe more than a month to me. Okay, yes, I see you there. This been happening for a while, right? Even when I go on some other people's video, like sometimes I might even go and watch this Angela No Soul videos. Some of her videos might only be 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And I realize that I'm seeing a lot of where the video is saying reconnecting, like it gives you that message across the screen, right? Hazel, thank you so much for 200 stars, darling. Hazel said we are happy here, sharing love. Amen. Sharing love, spreading positivity. And if you're here for positivity, that's what we are about in this 2025, my people. So let's stay positive. Let's stay warm. Let's continue to spread love wherever we go. We have some birthdays coming up next month in the Lovers Month of February. So stay tuned for that. And every month is a loving month for everybody. But you know, that's a little bit special because of Valentine's. So videos are showing where you start watching the video, then it goes to like maybe a black screen with a message going across the front of it. I can't remember what the message is, but I know what it is because I've seen it as well on one of my phones. But when I watch it on another phone, it's not happening, which is a Samsung device. So I had two people reach out to me on WhatsApp last night asking me if there was an issue with the video that we did yesterday, right? But I went and I was able to watch the whole video without that issue that I tell you guys that I've been seeing. And I've seen it for myself, so I know that they're telling the truth. Always remember that there's the YouTube. These videos that I do on this page when we do it, the live videos, I also download it a little bit later and I put it on YouTube. It is not on YouTube right away. So if you come back maybe later the evening time, or sometimes I might not post it till the next morning, but I always put the videos on YouTube. Christian Grams, thank you so much for 50 stars, darling. Appreciate you. I always put the videos on YouTube because there are some people that watch the videos on YouTube that they don't come on Facebook. So remember that if you're having issues watching the video, or you were on that video and you went back to watch the remainder of it, but it's doing that same thing, go to YouTube. You will see it. So that's for anyone that's having issues replaying the videos. Or again, it was playing and then it just went weird. But I saw it happening to a lot of people. I don't know if it's an issue with you know, with this app itself, that certain things are happening. I don't know. Only God knows. You know, this place always got some issue or the other, whether it's with the videos, whether it's with the community guidelines, whether it's with some other thing going on. So hang tight and know that I will put it on YouTube unless there is some other reason why I can't, like the day when I play a little piece of the Mary J. Blige video, the one that said no more drama, guess what? When I downloaded the video, there was no sound at all. I downloaded it on 2 phones. I could not hear the video, but it's playing on Facebook. I downloaded it on my computer with the intent to put it on YouTube. Guess what? It still wasn't playing on my computer either. So I don't know what happened, if we caused it to be muted for some reason. Even downloadable version. So that's the only video I didn't put over there. So yes, my people, it's the freestyle. Let's talk. I know we said we were gonna come back to the here I am to worship, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Mama is at work. If I'm not mistaken, I talked to her last night and she said she was going to be going to work this morning, but sometimes even at work she might still jump in and chat with us a little bit. So I wanted to ask you guys if you heard about this. One moment. One of our beautiful, lovely sisters from Barbados. She's not in Barbados, but she's a Bajan. She sent me this here. So, and I was like, what? Let me go to it so I don't lie. One moment. So I don't give you no false information, not lie, but soursop, right? And you guys from the islands know what soursop is. I think that some countries call it graviola or some name like that. But she sent me this here, and I was like, what? Soursop? You mean the soursop that we got in Barbados and all of that? And she was like, yes, soursop. She is saying that the FDA is trying to ban soursop, so you know it must work well. And I was like, that's crazy. Why would they try to ban soursop for? Even though I did a little bit of research and I watched some videos on YouTube, and there were people talking about it, that over the years people said that it's good for like people with cancer and so forth, that it has helped a lot of people who have cancer. Carolyn Cox, thank you, who had cancer. They took the soursop leaves and so forth. Oh, yes, favor, me too. That's why when I heard that, I was like, are you serious, trying to ban it? So this is what she's saying to me. Soursop currently has limited market access and is only allowed in the United States from one country. Guess which country that is? Type it in there. Have you heard about it? Only from one country. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? Really? Soursop? Thank you so much, Erica Bailey. Thank you for everybody in the stars if I miss you. Guess which country is only allowed to get soursop? Well, no. Only allowed into the country from one, only allowed in the United States from one country. I'm going to wait for it. Type in the comments, guys. And if you heard about this, come on and talk about it. Because trust me, when I watch some YouTube videos, one moment. When I watched some YouTube videos and I heard about all the great, awesome benefits of soursop that I didn't even realize that it has so many benefits of it, I was like, on the weekend, let me research and see where I can get some of these soursop leaves, because I have not seen a soursop in a while, to be honest. But if I can get the leaves, why not? So I'm going to read China, Daphne. No. Y'all will be shocked when I tell you guys, not China. No, come again. Put some other countries in there. Not China. But I'm going to go and see if anybody else put another one in there. Barbados? No. Not from Barbados. Jesus, what's going on? It is extremely expensive in the UK. Really, favor. Wow. You know, honestly, since I've been in America, I have not bought soursop. Oh, shame on me. But I really haven't. But after listening to YouTube videos and hearing all the great benefits of it, I said I'm going to be ordering some. Really? Don Lopez said, I have my own tree. Wow, that's awesome, darling. Don Lopez, where are you? Like, which country or where are you, darling? Because now we're ready to get some from you. I don't know if you have a soursop tree. Like, how long does it take before you can actually get any from that tree? So share with us, Dawn, since you have one. Let me see. I think somebody put it in there, but let me go down. I see you in there, Mildred. Really, good morning, Sleep family. I'm making fried bake run. Fried bake. Now you want me to come to New York, darling. I will before the year is out. I'll do that on a weekend when I have the Monday off again sometime. So the person that got it is Mildred. That is correct. Grenada. Yes. That's the only place. I was like, that's the only country, I'm sorry. That's the only country only allow into the United States from one country, Grenada. And I was like, what? But why only Grenada? Soursop is soursop, right? No matter which island it comes from, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why they're trying to ban it. Like, it has to be really good. Maybe there's some side effects for it, maybe. But we live in the islands and we ain't never had nothing happen to us. She also said here that, one moment. Something, okay. She said, our parents and foreparents ate soursop. We ate soursop, made soursop ice cream. I never heard of anyone in Barbados developing Parkinson's disease from eating it. So it appears like maybe that's allegedly what's being said. that people are developing Parkinson's disease from eating it. Have you guys heard anything about this? Because this was the first time when she sent this to me. This was even the first time that I heard anything of this. Don Lopez said Trinidad and Tobago 4 years. Wow, wow. Okay, darling. Nice, nice. So we cannot come and raid your soursop tree. But I remember in the islands even climbing trees, picking soursop. Not so many different trees that we had back there. I'm sure that if you bring up some other fruits as well, or stuff like that, they will probably say got some side effect. And every place in this country, there's some side effect to something. But it's natural. Maria says, Sweet Peace, I can post you some leaves. WhatsApp me your address. I have over 50 trees. Really? Wow, wow, wow. But Maria asked, you're all the way in St. Lucia, though. That shipping is going to cost you a lot, darling. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to research it on the web, on the internet today. Now that I have more time. And I'm sure that I will be able to find it, darling. But I so appreciate you. But you're far away. So I'm not going to put that on you. Yes, Roxanne. Caddy said 4 years approximately. 4 years meaning what, Caddy? You heard of this soursop thing too? Tell us what you mean by 4 years approximately. Share a little bit freestyle. So a favor is telling us it grows pretty fast and produces the fruit early. Nice. You know, when I was young, when you were young in the islands and you climbing all them trees, mango trees and all of them things, you weren't really thinking of doing no research on anything, or, you know, like what are the good uses of it? What is it good for? What does it help prevent or stop? You never did anything like that until later in your age when you hear about all these things. Exactly, Daphne Neal. Me too. I grew up eating salsa. I love salsa, as a matter of fact, when I was growing up. But have I ever ate salsa since I came to this country? Shame on me, but I don't think I did, you know. Or maybe when my mom came one time, maybe she's the one that bought it when we went. So I don't remember. But for sure, there's plenty things that if I see them that I haven't had in a long time, when I go to like those Korean type of stores, I always buy them. So, Caddy, when you get some time, tell me if you were talking about Don Lopez 4 years or if you were talking about something. Really? Mildred says I have some I bring up from Grenada. That's right. You were in Grenada not too long ago. There you go. But Mildred, did you bring the soursop leaves or did you actually bring soursop itself? Because for me personally, I think I will want the soursop, right? I'm going to research it locally here where I live and see if they got it, right? Where can I buy soursop near me or something like that? So Tawana said, good morning, Sweet Peach. My son said I can talk a little bit about what it is to be raising his children as a single father, but his lifestyle is not for the internet. I understand, darling, and anytime you're ready, come on up. Because last Saturday, I believe, I was calling your name. I was like, where's Tawana? Tawana says she's going to talk to her son and see if he will be willing to come and speak on... One moment, JJ, I'm trying to connect you. Try it again, JJ. Saying it can't connect you. So, Tawana, I call your name like 3 times on our freestyle last Saturday. So, yes, that would be fine, darling. You can tap on the live or you can call in, whichever works for you. And you can share because we never really... Cece didn't really get the answer to her question, really, that she was interested in. So, definitely. Okay, Selma. JJ, tap the request again, darling. When I tap it, it said it couldn't add at that time. So, Luciana Williams said, I have my own tree too. Really? Wow, wow. I need to look into that then before they ban that. I need to figure out where I can get that tree from and plant it somewhere out in the back. Or even, yeah. Well, good morning, JJ. How are you?
Morning, Sweet Peach.
Hi,
Morning,
darling.
Sam.
How you doing, dear?
Okay, Sweet
Yes,
Peach. I'm
darling.
here now, but sometimes because it's so early, Sweet Peach, if I'm not running to work,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping because I'm a
Right.
sleepy person, you know.
Yeah, that's right, because I changed my time. So that is early for a lot of people.
Yeah. Sometimes I just wake up and just
Mhm.
light the live,
Yeah.
say good morning, peeps, and put that down the
Yeah.
phone and go back to sleep.
Oh my God. And I totally understand, darling. You know, I just didn't want to like not come at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I like, let me just change the time. Some other people that wake up later, they can always come along and we watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always checked in. So
Okay.
I mark present every morning,
Thank you, darling.
then
We
go back
appreciate
to
your support.
sleep.
Yes, I don't blame you, especially if you just came from work too.
Yeah.
I know you gotta be tired, darling, but appreciate your support always. Have you heard anything about soursop? Guys, like up the video,
Oh
please. We ain't got enough
yes,
likes on this
sweet
video.
peach. Right now I have sauce up in my fridge. It's
Really?
there
You
for
got
a
your
while
soursop?
now
Oh, okay.
because they say it's good for the sea.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Right.
When when my sister was,
Right, 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 right.
everybody was gathering soursop.
Oh, oh.
Um,
Thank you
so I
for
have
sharing
some
that.
and the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I still have some in my fridge. But sometimes, you're lazy, you can't bother to look about it.
Yes, yes, yes. I get
But
it.
it's
But
something that I
do you
like.
put yours in like smoothies or you just eat it just like that?
No, we do it two ways.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it with the milk, like a
Yeah.
condensed milk, and then we do it with lime and sugar with a little ginger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like it much with the milk because it's very heavy.
Yeah. And the sauce are
But
already a little bit sweet anyways. Condensed
yeah,
milk.
yeah, yeah. But we
Mm.
do still do it with the condensed milk. We
Mm.
spice it up, sweet peach, because we do it with condensed milk, a little nutmeg.
Yeah.
Some people put a little rum in it, and it tastes
Okay.
good. But when you do it with the
Mm.
lime, it's not as thick and heavy as when you do it with the milk. And
Okay,
some
okay.
people just eat it as it is.
Right. That's how I used to eat mine, just as it is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really like to eat it as it is because of the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because you always
I
got to
have the
keep taking out seeds out your mouth. I know what you mean.
at my country we have the tree in the yard.
Ah,
So
right, right, right.
yeah, but I'm a custody person. For the
Yeah.
Jamaicans who know, I love custody. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's like soursop. You would say soursop cousin, but it's very nice. And I like Neesberry.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorite. The custody and
Mm.
the Neesberry.
What do
Anything
you
else?
call it? It's very.
Neesberry is another fruit. It's brown in color on the outside and the inside, and it have maybe 4 seeds, but it's very sweet. If you get the sweet ones, very
Mhm.
nice.
Maybe some a Bajan might know what you're talking about. Maybe we call it something different because.
Yeah, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but it's very nice.
Yeah.
Um, I don't like anything that is sour, so I
Mm-hmm.
stay away from maybe like the June plums
Okay.
and like Guinea. For those who know Guinea, I'm not so fussy about those.
So you didn't used to eat tamarinds?
Ah, I the ones that are up
The
here, I
sweet
will try,
ones. The sweet
but the
one.
ones in my country, I'm afraid of because
Mm-hmm.
when I eat anything sour sweet peach,
Yeah.
it open up my ears.
I love sour things. I don't. I always stay
You
from the islands. I love sour stuff.
love sour? Ooh,
JJ, love and like the video, please. Love and
you
likes.
hearing me, sweet
Yeah, I hear
peach?
you now.
Ye- Yes, I don't like sour.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. So tamarins, I will eat the ones that are up here,
Mm-hmm.
and it has to be
The
sweet.
sweet
The
ones.
sweet
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I don't like some June plums. You can't get me bite June plums because I think I have very sensitive teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So it would messed up like edge my teeth, so I don't fool around those things.
I'm a lover of sweet. I'm a lover of sour things. Trust me.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And
But
sometimes when I eat the sour things, it starts to soar up like the roof of your
yeah,
mouth.
oh, and you like that sweet peach?
Yeah,
Oh my
and
God.
I end up paying for it with a sore tongue or sour.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's very
Mm-mm.
good. Yeah,
Anything sweet. The little plums.
yeah.
And the thing is, sweet peach, when I was growing up, I used to love a lot of fruits
Mm-hmm.
because like guinea, apples, mango,
Yeah.
I used to love. But now I'm not fussy about even mangoes.
Really?
No,
Wow.
some people go all out for mangoes.
Yeah.
The only mangoes I love from my country is they call it the black mangoes, some little sweet mangoes.
Mm.
That's the only one that I go for.
Wow. Give me any
But
kind of mangoes, JJ.
mm-mm,
Any kind of mango,
mm-mm.
I'm gonna eat it. I don't like the green ones though. Where you gotta peel. No. Mm-mm. Uh-uh.
I like the East Indians and the mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people go crazy for those. My sister would go crazy for East Indians,
Really?
but not me. I
Wow.
think when I was smaller, I eat so much.
Yeah.
It coming like nothing to me now. So I
Right.
don't run certain. Mm-mm.
Mm.
I have to
I hear
feel
you.
for something like even a finger banana, I would have to feel for it.
So what about cherries? You know, like cherries either?
Ah, the ones up here, sweet peach, the ones in Jamaica, mm-mm. They're
What?
sour, sweet peach. I don't like nothing
What?
sour. No.
Wow.
Yeah, everything have to be sweet for me.
Mm.
If once it's sour, I can't put it in my
Wait,
mouth.
you
I
mean even when you
leech.
were in the islands, yeah, only now.
Even when I'm in the islands, I don't like
Wow.
anything sour. Nothing.
Wow. Someone just sent me this. Sorry, JJ, not crossing you. Look at this one. Somebody just sent me this.
What's that?
It
Sour
says
stuff.
soursop fruit pulp. They call ganabana. What is
Huh.
ganabana? Is that the same as for the person that sent that to me? But you can see the soursop peelings at the bottom there. So
Oh yes, the
yeah,
soursop. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be looking for some of that today. Since 2 days ago, when I read about it and I went and watched some videos on YouTube about it, darling, I was ready to be ordering, but it's just that when I got off of work, I was so tired.
Soursop is very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. For the cancer cells.
Yeah,
So a lot of
that's what I'm
people would
hearing.
eat it raw from just peel the skin off and eat it just
Yeah,
as.
right.
But um, I think because some things get cloyed into me easily,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't fool around a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm mostly a food person, sweet peach. I love
Yeah,
food. I
I
love food. That's why sometimes I come here and ask about the Nigerian
about the
foods.
type of food. We got more pictures coming in. Another
Mm-hmm.
sister just send this one here. So
The soursop, yeah.
yeah. So salt, fruit, nectar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that one. That's fruit chunks. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow.
And it's very expensive up here, sweet peach.
Yeah,
I
I can
mean, if you
imagine
get, yeah.
that one to buy some. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, sisters. That's what it's all about. At least educate ourselves, Jesus. Well, and for other people that don't know about it. Someone she said this is so delicious and it's sold in most supermarkets. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay attention to be honest, but I'm gonna check that out.
And maybe the
Yeah.
states that you're in, sweet peach, you maybe not see
You
it
know
as
what it is,
much.
JJ, to be honest, because it's only well, moved here in August, so probably 6 months now. But it's just I haven't been looking for it. That's what
Right.
it is. But when you're not looking for things, you don't see
You
them.
don't see it, right.
Yeah. But as soon as you go looking, you're gonna see
Mm-hmm.
every I haven't even seen no Korean store like how they got in New York, the Korean store that sells
Yeah.
vegetables and stuff. I was like, I haven't seen anything now. But then again, I ain't got no car to get around like that. Everywhere I go, I call Uber, I go into one address coming back. So that's probably why I'm not seeing a lot of things too.
One thing
You
with New York, you can get a lot. They cater for a lot of Jamaican stuff, so
know?
you can't really say you don't see
Yeah.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I see here
Mm-hmm.
in the Korean stores.
Yeah.
Um,
That's one of the things I miss about New York. But the snow and the cold, mm-mm,
oh my
no.
God, Sweet Peach
Mm-mm.
this week was
It was wonderful,
mm-mm.
right?
Jeez,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to work on Tuesday because of the cold. I said,
Really?
I'm not going out there.
Wow.
No.
Oh my God. Well, my sister told me that she stayed at her job because it was so cold. She decided not to be lodging on the train each and
Yeah.
every day. So I get where you're coming from.
Sweet Peach, the way how I have so much clothes, I
Yeah.
walk like a penguin going down the street, rocking side by side because I have so much clothes.
Oh my God. She just said she's bundled up to the max.
To
I don't
the
blame you.
max.
I don't
Listen,
blame you. Oh my God.
it's wicked, but
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay.
Exactly. As long as you're warm, darling.
Mhm.
What? Robin Morgan said my yard had five salt trees.
Mm.
Damn. You Carolyn, no, Carol Charles says she has like four too.
Yeah, we
Thanks,
have fruit
Percy.
trees. And
Yeah.
another fruit that I used to love when I was smaller,
Hmm.
but since I'm older, I
Right.
stay away from it. It's jackfruit.
Okay, okay.
I can't digest it properly.
So let me ask you then, JJ, which fruits do you like? Cause I never heard nobody don't even really like mangoes. Which,
As
which
I said, sweet peach, my berry and my the berry
hmm.
and the other one that look like soursop, the custy. I
Okay.
love those.
Well,
But
I got asked, so don't be laughing. They laughing in the comments. Chick laughing, but Chick, I'm curious because she over here telling me she don't like sour stuff. If she eat tamarinds, it got me a little
no,
sweet. So that's why I'm like, wait, JJ, let me hold up. Which fruit you like? Oh God.
if it's sweet,
Yeah.
I will eat it. But once it's sour, I stay away from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the berry sweet peach, if you know berry and you start eating it,
Mm-hmm.
trust me, you get addicted.
Addicted.
It is
I need to look.
so nice,
Yeah.
sweet. Listen, and if you wash it properly, you could eat the skin.
Wow.
But I don't really eat the skin.
Mm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look that up too.
Yeah, berry, it's very nice.
Mm. Wow. Wow. But you said that when your sister, like when your sister was sick before she passed, she was eating a lot of the soursop as well.
Yeah, she would we would do the soursop, and
Yeah.
she boiled the tea with the leaf,
Okay.
and we do a lot of cranberry
Mm.
juice, the cranberry, do it no sugar.
Yeah.
We stay away from the sugar.
Right. Right.
And there was another thing that we did for her. I don't remember the name though. I'm gonna get the name.
Okay.
But she changed her diet completely.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but funny enough, Sweet Peach, last night I was talking to my daughter, and
Yeah.
this thing came up about her in the hospital. And she was saying, "But mommy, the doctors know that she wouldn't make it and didn't tell us because
Mm.
they keep on telling us, oh, asking her what she's gonna do when she get out." And
Mm-hmm.
she was saying, "I'm going to Jamaica," because yes, she had a ticket to come home and whatever. And they knew,
Right.
but they
Right.
didn't tell
Wow.
us. I mean,
Can you
that's why I'm
imagine?
so upset, because if you tell the
Mm-hmm.
family certain things, we would be more prepared.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
don't let
Right.
us be here
And
building up our
deceive any
hopes
family. Yeah.
when you tell us,
Exactly.
oh, we get everything and everything is going to be okay, and
Mm.
and in less than few months it's over.
But why were they doing that for? Because that's like deceiving the family when they
That's
know
what
that
I'm
it's
saying, because
already at the late stage already.
the thing was, after the surgery,
Yeah.
and she went back to take off the things,
Mm-hmm.
they did tell us they got everything.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we were,
Right.
rejoicing and still praying that everything will be okay. And she was strong.
Yes.
Um, Going into radiation,
Mm-hmm.
she finished radiation. She was done with radiation when she started feeling just a little back pain.
Yeah.
And we thought it was only like, she overworked, like, because she didn't stop doing whatever she had to do.
Right.
So we thought she wanted to rest. And that was it. The back pain. And one day she get up and she say, "Oh, her back hurting her." I would say,
Mm-hmm.
"Let's go to the hospital to check out why." And that was
Mm-hmm.
it. That was it. I was like, it cannot be. This
Mm-hmm.
cannot be. It's like they deceive us.
Right.
And I'm telling you, within 3 weeks in the hospital,
Jesus,
everything was over.
my God. Can you
And
imagine?
up to the end, they are telling us,
Thank you for the
"Oh,
stars, Bernice.
everything will be okay," and everything to be okay
Mm-hmm.
when you people know the things and didn't tell us.
Right. But when your sister was in the hospital for that time, right? Was she still feeling okay or
Just her
just the
back, just
back?
the back,
Mm-hmm.
and like they were telling her she couldn't eat
Mm-hmm.
because when she would eat anything, she would carry it up back, and
Yeah.
then they start giving her clear liquid.
Wow.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
listen, it was mm-mm.
Wow, wow,
The
wow.
hospital,
They didn't do right at all.
they didn't.
Mm-hmm. Can you
She ring the
imagine?
bell, they give her certificate, everything. We have all the pictures. Whenever she go to the doctor, I would be on the other line.
Right.
Somebody always there with her. It was a mess. It was a mess.
It's it's
But
really
hey,
eh.
she
But you
was
know that
strong to
happened to
the
a lot
end.
of people, right?
Huh?
In a lot of countries. You know that happened to a lot of people in a lot of countries where the doctors put their hopes up high
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the person gonna recover and that they're doing okay. Oh, she's gonna be fine and blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
They do
But
that.
my sister's faith
Mm-hmm.
was so strong. She never cried. She
Yeah.
never behaved like, "Oh, I don't wanna die." I don't. She was telling
Yeah.
us to be strong.
Wow.
She
You see
was
that?
always saying she's gonna fight. She's gonna get better.
Yes.
You know.
Right.
But she never shed a tear. I never see a teardrop from her eye. Even when I'm there falling on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
"Ah," she was saying, "Don't
Wow.
start."
You see that? Hmm.
She stand strong to the end, but
Thank you so much, Mercy, for 1,000 stars. Have a lovely weekend, Street Patient ladies. You too, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
they're saying stick to your diet, eat good.
Mm-hmm.
What about the people who eat, stick to a clean diet, Sweet
Right.
Peach? What about those people who they don't eat like normal people? They are gluten free. They're
Right. And
vegetarian.
they're eating really healthy.
Yeah. What about
Mm-hmm.
those people? And they fall sick in the same way.
True.
I can't
It's true.
understand that part. You
Yeah.
know, you didn't you stick to a good diet, that you eat all the good things or
Mm-hmm.
organic, because now everything's
Yeah.
supposed to be organic. um you have some people, they don't go over, they would even put another, if the chicken is not organic, they don't want to eat it.
Mm-hmm. You're right. There's a lot of people like that.
You know,
Mm.
but then they get the same sickness.
Same sickness. Exactly. Makes you wonder, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
because, and I'm not talking about the C only, we're talking about for the diabetics, you know,
Yeah.
for all the, they have a good diet,
Right.
but the sickness is still there.
True. JJ not crossing you, but Margaret Williams said, no, for some reason they don't tell you. They knew my niece was going to Kapai and they did not tell us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm
And I
saying. That
think
happened.
sometimes with Peach is the insurance.
Yeah.
They want to suck your insurance,
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
money. And I spoke
Mm-hmm.
to a doctor, a nurse. He was a nurse. And he said the lower the death rate in a hospital, the higher the grade.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some some hospital don't really want you to die in their
Right.
hospital. So sometimes they send you home. They know you're gonna go, but they send you home
True.
because they don't want a high percentage of death in the hospital.
Hmm.
You get me? Like
Mm-hmm.
they know certain things and they can't help you anymore. And
Right.
they build
Right.
up your hopes and send you home to finish off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, man, I tell you here, it's just this life and this world we are living in. And
Hmm.
Don Gordon said her mother died of lung cancer and she never smoked nor drink alcohol.
That is it.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
Yeah.
Listen, so much things can happen, Sweet
True.
Peach, no matter how. But for me, Sweet Peach, my family is of diabetic,
Mm-hmm.
diabetes,
Right.
right? My mom and my dad and my aunt. And they would say, oh, don't eat no rice.
Loving life.
Come off of the day. They
What
would tell you what to
happened,
come off of.
Cece?
But I'm telling you, Sweet Peach, I'm not gonna cut my day. I'm gonna eat whatever I feel for. I'm gonna eat. Yes.
Unless it's saying that can give you headaches, like meaning there's some foods that when it's high in sodium, it can get you a headache. Sometimes it
Mhm.
happens to me. Those kind of things I stay away from. But outside of that, look,
Sweet
I'm with
Peach,
this.
I'm not allergic to anything. I
Oh
love my
Jesus.
food.
Yeah.
I love my food. There was a time when my stomach would I was getting ulcer,
Yeah.
the ulcer stomach. So certain things that I eat, I would bring it up back. And over a
Right.
period of time, I realize it. But then I start eating it in smaller portion to get, because
Yes.
there are certain things that I love that
Right.
I saw that I was bringing up back. And I said,
Mm.
I have to eat it. It's even in smaller portions.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna eat sweet peach because
Telling you.
it's not everybody can afford organic.
Right.
It's not everybody can afford to eat certain things. And certain things don't even fill your stomach, sweet
That's
peach. So, like
true
for
too.
me, I found myself from the other day eating like I'm stressed. You ever know that stress eating? I just keep on eating.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my stomach can't full.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that I'm overthinking
Mm.
because I'm that type of person that I would sit and I'm thinking.
Right.
And when I get bored or when I'm lonely, I just keep eating. I just eat. I'm at work, I can't stop eating.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
think that is
That's true,
not
Mercy
good.
too.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that is not good for me,
Right.
but I'm a lonely person and I think I'm in a lonely space
Mm-hmm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So my comfort is to
To
eat.
eat.
I'm not a
Yeah.
fat person because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 150 something pound little,
Yeah.
but I constantly eating.
Try again, Caddy. Couldn't connect you.
And if I'm not eating sweet peach, I find myself sleeping.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I know that something is going on in my brain,
Yeah. Gee.
but that's how I find
Right.
comfort. Yeah.
Right. Hey. And do what makes you happy and what makes you comfortable.
Yes.
This life. Because
Was
they got a bunch of people there eat organic stuff, buy organic stuff. That's all they do.
mhm,
And they still, some of them still end up getting the same
getting
thing. The
getting
disease.
sick.
Yeah.
And I
Same
think
sicknesses.
sickness come for everybody, yeah, sweet peach.
True.
I might have something, you may not have it, but you have something else. What are we
Right.
gonna do?
Exactly.
We're gonna just live our life until that day comes. I just think that way.
Right. That's it.
That's
You're
it.
right about that.
But I'm gonna eat. And I love to cook.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I like to watch the Nigerians when they are cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they cook very different from us.
Yeah.
And I'm questioning some of their meals, but they're very interesting to
Why
watch.
are you questioning some of the meals? You mean because of some of the things they put in it, or
Yes,
okay?
yes. And to how they mix it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, for us, if we do it,
Yeah.
I think I would say, oh, ugh. But
Like
they
what?
enjoy
Like
it.
name one of the things that you
Okay,
see that.
to put fish with red meat and veg. To me, I can't understand that meal.
Okay, I get you now with a mixture
The
of
mixture of
putting fish with all these different meats.
yes,
I know what you mean.
because
Yeah.
for us we cook fish different. Fish
Yeah.
is fish. We cook it different, but we don't put it with the meat because we
Because
see them
most
put it with
people, we believe in separating meats and not cooking them together. That was
yes,
we. Mm-hmm.
yes,
I know what you mean.
and we as Jamaicans we don't cook with a lot of oil
Yeah.
unless we're frying.
Right.
But when you see their food, it's a lot of oil.
You are right. I'm sorry to say,
And
but
then
you
when
are right. Now.
I would be thinking, does the oil burn their stomach? Like,
See,
I would think
Cece might be able to answer that. Her husband is Nigerian, but you are right, JJ. Go ahead.
the tomato, the tomato, like them use the sauce. And for us, sometimes they say don't use a lot of tomato because it burns your stomach. And because I have a stomach problem when my stomach burns a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say, oh my God, that's a lot of oil. But then I
Yeah.
would say maybe it's okay for them. You understand?
Yeah. Exactly.
It,
And Cece said,
no,
It's not.
no,
It's not
palm
okay.
oil. The palm
It's
oil
not.
one. I love the palm oil. I even bought some from. I buy food from Amazon. I love to make stuff with palm
It's
oil. But go ahead, Cece.
is
not.
it the palm oil different from ordinary oils? Like
Yeah, it is different. It's
it
not
is more
okay.
healthy?
It's okay. It's not okay at all. It's not okay. But people, people are learning to do better. You know more, you do better.
Mm.
That's all. That's all I can say. You know more, you do better. People are
Mhm.
learning. The boss is coming.
And the
Okay.
other thing, the way how we do meat, we pre-season our meat before cooking.
Mm-hmm.
What I see, they put the meat in the pot, then they put the season on do everything one time, same place. It's not like it's
Yeah.
marinated. They do everything one time. That's a different for us.
Darling,
But
I will tell you the honest truth. I believe that a lot of people that came from their countries, they got into
mhm,
doing that as well. They got into doing that because of this fast pace of life and
yeah,
living, and they got
yeah.
time to pre-season meat for 2 and 3 days and all of that. It happened to a lot of
I'm
people.
not saying anything is wrong with it in a sweet
Mm-hmm.
peach. I'm
Yeah.
just enjoying the different culture and how they do things. And I'm saying if we do it that way, all right, say for instance, if I want to cook the soup that they cook, like with the goat meat, the fish,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, right?
Right. Right.
I want to know if it's gonna make my stomach hurt
Mm-hmm.
because you understand, it's
Why?
just a thinking.
Why would it make your
Tell me
stomach
why.
hurt?
Because I'm doing it myself, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
believe in my brain that you're not supposed to mix the fish with the meat.
Yeah, but who said that? Who said that?
But
Who
you see,
said that? Who's
she's right, meaning that in islands we've always thought that too. When I went
yeah,
to
but
and I saw
who thought that?
in it, I
Who
was
said
like,
that?
Who
huh?
Who
say what,
said that?
Sissy?
Who thought that it should not be combined? Who thought that?
It's just in my head, sweet Sissy. It's just that
Oh,
me myself saying, how is it you put fish with red meat? You know,
yes.
I
And with
know it's
chicken.
delicious
And with
for you,
chicken.
And with
and
chicken, and chicken,
the chicken.
Yeah.
they put
Yeah,
chicken too, not just red meat.
I am from Sierra Leone. When I first met somebody from Uganda,
Mm.
Uganda is an African country too.
Mm-hmm.
The person said the same
Mhm.
thing. She said, "How do you cook fish and meat together?"
Mm-hmm.
And I told them, "How not? How not?
Mhm.
Who is this one? Who is this big person with the big rule book that says that that's how you do and that's it?" I think it's I think it's just
Oh
but I
gosh.
think it's an acquired taste. Let's just say it that way.
Mm.
It's an acquired taste from where you are.
Yeah.
That's how your people cook, and
Pork,
that's
yeah.
how you learn. That's
You
how
like
you
the
learn to eat.
video, please?
Yes. The first time, the first time I was experienced with Suriname food.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the Suriname food, they put the roti.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know the roti, right?
Have
The
you thought of the
Suriname,
roti
the
yet?
Suriname roti, the Suriname roti is very popular in the UK. First of all, no, in the Netherlands. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I didn't even greet. Hi,
You see,
JJ. I see.
before you continue, I want to read Mercy K comment really quickly. Mercy K, thank you so much for 5 coffees. I appreciate you, darling. God bless you. She said, loving your content for a while as a silent watcher, but I choose to be more vocal now. You are doing a great job. God bless you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
darling, and thank you for loving the content, embracing it. We are loving it and embracing it as well. I tell you guys, this
CC,
is 2025. We are on a
Yes.
different path now.
please
Okay.
address for me the amount of pepper. Is those pepper hot that they put in those food?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, they
Yes.
are. They
Yes.
are.
Hot?
Yes. Hot
Yes.
pepper.
Cannot believe that.
Just like I'm explaining, just like I'm explaining,
Yeah.
it's an acquired taste.
Oh,
It's an
pepper.
acquired taste. And if you don't have it in the food, then you don't feel complete. This
Yeah.
is what I explained when I did a session this morning on cooking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our tongue has different tastes, right?
True.
There's
Mm-hmm.
sugar, which is sweet, there's
Mm-hmm.
salt, there's bitter, there's sour. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's
And then
true.
recently they added another taste.
Mm-hmm.
They call it umami taste.
What's
Yeah,
that?
umami. Umami taste. It's a taste bud.
Really?
Just like you have the sweet, the sugar, the salt, the whatever.
Yeah.
They added that taste bud.
Mm-hmm.
But that taste bud is related to some Asian food. Okay? So
Yeah.
you don't only have the sugar, sweet, sour, and whatever. That taste has come in. But there's something that they need to add, and that's the African diet taste. That's why I'm inviting, if you have a child that's a scientist and you cook that way, I'm
Mm-hmm.
inviting your children to try and tell us which part of the tongue that recognizes that taste.
Mm.
There's every part of the tongue tastes something. The
Yes.
front part tastes sweet. That's why as soon as you pick up sugar, you go like that. And when it goes to your sides, you feel salty. And as you swallow, it becomes bitter. The center is sour. So, what is that taste? Even when I don't want to call us black people, but yes, black people who grew up in the Caribbean,
Mm-hmm.
who grew up a little bit more towards the African side or towards their own Caribbean self.
Yeah.
They like food with spice, with pepper, with black pepper, or
Right.
more spice. It has to, the flavor has to be there. And we call English food here bland. It's not
Mm-hmm.
bland, but because we don't recognize that flavor or that taste,
Mm-hmm.
we call it bland because our tongue is not recognizing it. I would like younger people to know this and let them know that we are yearning to have that taste.
Yeah.
that taste should be detected. I did a video this morning. It's on my page. Because what we put in our food, that taste, if we don't get it, I used to cry. When I first came abroad, I will eat. I'm a chef. We're cooking different kind of things. I will eat, but I will cry. And I had some other Nigerians and some South African students who were studying together. They say, yes, man, this food, we're not getting that taste. There is a taste. There is a taste that we are looking for in our tongue. It's an acquired taste if you are not used to it. When I give you my food, if you're not used to it, you will want to squeeze some. In the Netherlands, they used to put apple mousse. If you have your child and you cook the roti, you have to put a lot of apple mousse to give it sugary taste, so that the child can be able to eat it. Otherwise, if you don't put apple mousse, they can't eat it. Apple mousse is just boiled apple with sugar. So that's what they put, the most of them put in the children's food, especially the Antillians. They put that on their children's food. And I remember my children were saying, Mommy, why don't you put apple mousse on the food? No, we're eating cassava leaf. We cannot put apple mousse on cassava leaf. That's sugar, or potato leaf. Yeah, sugar. And this is an acquired taste. You have to know that taste. It's the same thing with you. You're looking at the pepper and you're thinking, my goodness, that's a lot of pepper. It's our acquired taste. And I must point out something. The pepper in the Caribbean is not the same as the pepper in West Africa.
It's hot.
I want to tell you today, that your pepper is hotter.
It is?
What?
Yes.
I don't think so, Cece.
Yes, it is.
Maybe some.
Yes,
But the
it
ones
is.
that I have tasted, African hot pepper, hey, Jesus.
This is okay. This is my job. This is my business. This is my trade.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living. Yes, and this is what I studied. The pepper that comes in the Caribbean, they call the other one of the peppers. They call it Tanta Janet, Auntie Janet. Auntie Janet, I put one Auntie Janet into my whole pot of sauce. It's enough. And I am somebody whose pepper tolerance is very, very low. I don't tolerate pepper. No, I don't eat a lot of pepper. I just don't like too much pepper, very hot stuff.
Yeah.
One Auntie Janet, one is enough.
Wow.
Now, the Ugandan pepper is one of the hottest peppers apart from Cameroon pepper. Ugandan pepper is one of the hottest. I will cook 6 or 7.
Wow.
Yes. And then when you come to the Sierra Leone pepper, which I am very familiar with, that's even worse. Yes, that's even worse. I will cook like 2 dozen. It just gives you a flavor. It's a flavor that it gives you. It doesn't give you a burn. You know, like when you put it in your mouth, it will burn your mouth. No, it gives you a pepper flavor that takes all over your mouth. It doesn't roast your tongue like the Auntie Janet pepper will roast your tongue. It's actually hot pepper. So when I understand why Miss JJ, when she sits down and she looks at that pepper, she's thinking of Auntie Janet. You know, the big yellow peppers or the big red ones. That's how they are. Yes. So you could imagine that. No, you cannot cook 4 or 5 Auntie Janet pepper. It's too hot. But you can cook the Nigerian pepper. You can cook, or we call it the Ugandan pepper. You can cook 12 or 15 of them. It's not that hot. It doesn't tear your mouth.
Right.
It doesn't tear your mouth and give you that fiery flavor. There's another pepper that comes from Cameroon. They call it Ugandan pepper. That's the one that have the fiery flavor. Even that, it's hot, but it's hot in a different way. It's not, it doesn't give you something that you will not be able to eat it. So like I said, again, it's an acquired taste.
Yes.
But I must tell you the peppers that come from the Caribbean are hotter than the pepper that come from Africa. Yes, especially the ones that come from West Africa, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria. The Cameroon pepper, I have it here. Hold on.
Okay. I want to read this comment from Joy David because this is so true. She said, I'm from Nigeria and lived in Trinidad and Tobago for 10 years before moving to Canada. I am so surprised the way Trinidadians use sugar to cook, but I feel is their culture. Darling, there's a lot of Caribbean people put a little bit of sugar in certain foods.
Yes. Sweet, look at
Yeah.
this. This is Cameroon. They call it Cameroon pepper. If I open it,
Yeah.
by the time I finish talking, I'll start sneezing and coughing with you. So I'm going to keep it closed. But this one is corals. You see? See how dark it is?
Yeah.
The darker. I'm going to push myself
Do
away.
you sell this one?
Yes, sweet peach.
Oh, okay.
So, look, this small thing is £4.
Yeah.
This small thing is £4. That's about $6.50. That's how potent it is. That's how strong it is. And somebody partially is saying he thought that Mozambique had the hottest pepper. No, Mozambique does not have the hottest pepper at all. Mozambique does have hot pepper, but it's not the hottest. The hottest pepper in the world is coming from the drum roll, Japan.
Japan.
Really?
Wasabi.
Next question, sweet Cece.
That's the wasabi.
I don't know if I've never seen a Nigerian or those who are cooking cook pork.
Well, they do cook pork,
Okay.
but not everybody cooks. Not everybody cooks pork because you know the story in the Bible about pork and all of that, Malaki and Bulaki and stuff like that. That's why Nigeria
I've never seen nobody cook that meat.
Yeah, but Jamaican people as well will not cook pork.
Yeah, you have
Many
the
countries.
culture. Yes, yes. I mean,
If,
apart from
if
you have some people who doesn't eat it, but I've never seen right across the board, or even they mention it. So maybe it's out of their thing.
Yeah, they may be eating it, but I think they use it more for other purposes, than for we use it for the dung, the pig dung. Yes, we use it for the pig dung, and we use it for the fat, the lard. Yes, but eating the beef is not that popular, and they don't grow it. And because people think that pork eats everything.
Yeah.
You know, pork they eat everything.
Pork have its own little problem over there. So I understand.
Exactly.
Understand.
Yeah, it eats everything. Because it eats everything, it's not right. And the people think that it's just not clean. And you are trying to eat meat that is clean. Meat that is clean. Like in my country, in Sierra Leone, we don't eat so much different kind of bush meat. Like the Nigerians will say, we're eating bush meat, we're eating. No, we don't eat it. We eat the animals that eat plants.
So what is bush
You
meat?
understand? Bushmeat it's a giant squirrel. It's it looks like squirrel. It's a giant squirrel. You know the squirrel?
Those ones that were
Yeah, the giant squirrel.
Yeah.
Yes. But when they say bushmeat, they don't limit it to only that meat.
Mhm.
It can mean anything. It can mean crocodile. It can mean alligator. It can mean snake. It can mean anything.
But see,
Oh,
they were supposed to work with me, right? When I was in Florida, and he was white. He said that somebody told him that when it comes to pork, if you pour some, was it
rum,
whiskey,
rum.
rum or something,
You
pork,
see
it
my
will
kid?
kill any, yes, any whatever you say.
Okay, so let's break it down. What is rum? Rum is trying to tell you that if you pour vinegar on meat,
Yeah.
it would clean it.
Mhm.
That's just what he just
Yeah.
said.
Mhm.
But does it clean it though? Yeah, does it clean it? But again, why do we think it's dirty? Is it actually dirty? I thought he ate the food
Mhm.
and the food grew into something else in his body. So is it dirty? Yeah,
No,
so
it's
you see,
not. I love
it's
pork. I'm sorry, I love pork.
exactly
Me
it's very
too.
complicated for you to think that it's dirty. So
Yeah,
what does dirty mean? They can even say the dirty has something to do with the Bible.
true.
What
Yes.
was clean, what was clean meat,
I
and what
feel
was
the
dirty
whole
meat in the
thing
Bible.
hungry.
So it has something to do with the religious connotations
Yeah.
as well. And there are other people who just say that no, I only eat meat. That's me,
Mhm.
Adi. I only eat meat that eats grass. I cannot eat veget uh, meat, and you, my animal who I'm going to eat, is also eating meat. No,
See, let me ask
I won't.
you a question. Have you ever eaten this grasshopper?
No,
I've heard people about
no,
grasshopper,
no,
nails. You
no.
never eat anything like that?
No,
Husband is
I've
from
never tried.
Nigeria. Your husband don't eat snails?
My husband is married to a Sierra Leonean, and the Sierra Leonean is the one that cooks.
See, I mean, JJ, a saying can't connect you. Try again. So you use the one that cook. Your husband never cooked any of his Nigerian
No,
dishes?
no,
Really? Okay.
yes. We now, yeah, we have grown up. Look, we are here from, my husband was 24 when he came abroad, 24, 25. Yeah,
Okay.
so we are here for a long while, and he's not from the place that they eat all of these things. He's,
Okay.
you know yourself, you visited Nigeria,
Yeah.
you know that Nigeria is big. It's
Right.
not everyone that eats everything in Nigeria.
You're right.
Yes, so he's one of those people that do not eat all of
Mhm.
those things, and we still do not eat. I've never tried snail in my life, and if you tell me that there's snail in that food, I don't know if I will be able to eat it, but
You
I
will
know I
not.
will not be able to eat it. Even when some people tell me that there's a delicacy in Nigeria they call periwinkle.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to eat periwinkle, but I eat
But
fish.
what the heck is periwinkle? Is that some sort of
And yeah, periwinkle. I thought it was a plant when I saw it,
yeah?
but it is purple. They are purple snail, not snails. They are like clamps. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are tiny, tiny baby miniature clamps,
Mm,
very miniature like that, like my finger.
wow.
But it's a good
Mm.
thing that we are having this conversation. So we open our mind
I'm
to each
telling you,
other's food.
exactly.
Yes. Look at Caribbean. Caribbean woman is always here in my life when I'm cooking my food, and I'm always on her live when she's
Yes.
cooking. And we always watch each other cook, and
Mhm.
cooking is very painful. My grandmother says,
Mhm.
cooking is very painful. Do not condemn the other person when they are cooking, because what you think that is the way that it should be done, the other person in their family, they
Mm-hmm.
may think that no, you shouldn't cook it that way, cook it another way. You understand?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So,
I just wanted to say, Cece, I love watching your food. I'm like the greens because I like a lot of greens. And for me, when I start to reach a certain age,
mhm,
it's like my body cannot take meat anymore. I will say,
Mm,
okay, I want to buy some chicken, and when I go to the market to get the chicken, I just walk straight back out. So
mm.
let's say I cook it. I don't want to be selfish. My children don't really like it either. But let's
Really?
say no. But let's say that I am cooking and I
mhm,
put chicken in it. I would put potato and I would eat my gravy with the rice, or just eat, cook up some greens and vegetable and eat with my rice or whatever.
Mm.
And people say, how you do that? But it's just that something will just happen. Like, I just cannot stand meat anymore.
Yeah.
And then now that you're here, they're doing a lot of things with the chicken out here. So that is kind of turn off. So the other day I cooked some chicken and my son didn't eat it. And he's like,
Mm.
Mommy, I don't think I want it no more for the things that he's seen with the chicken, you know?
Wow.
So I cook, I don't like fish because when I was growing up, I had problem. I swallowed bone like 3 times. There was like 8 pieces of bread and it was so I didn't want to do it. So I had to go to the hospital to take it out,
Oh
right?
my
Yeah,
goodness.
that gives a bad experience.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So when I admire people that eat fish,
Mm.
right? But
Mhm.
I'm like, how they do that? So when I never had African food
Mhm.
because of the bone I
Yeah,
seen,
Mm.
yeah,
right? So that kind
yeah,
of scared me because once they can, even they say boneless, I'm scared to eat it. But I watch what they eat it, I'm like, well, y'all is champion eating this.
yes.
And
Oh
then
my goodness.
so I like salad and I like my fish like the honey baked salmon and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in
Thank
our
you.
country, we have something that the wild meat, they call it iguana and
Yeah.
manicoon.
Yes,
And I don't know if anybody know what it is. They say the iguana look like a lizard
Mm.
it is a
and the
lizard.
man
Yes, it is
i-
a
What
lizard.
country
Just
is
a
that
giant
from?
lizard.
Which country are you from,
Grenada.
Kevin?
I'm
Oh,
from I'm
Grenada.
from Grenada.
Oh.
Goodness.
Uh-huh. Yes, but
Mm.
most of the Caribbean people we cook that's almost the same. We just call
Mm-hmm.
them different names.
True.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But I also was very concerned about the African food with the oil, a lot of oil,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
So when they cook with a lot of oil, I was like, that is not looking really healthy.
Mm.
yes,
But at the end of the days, we don't condemn because that's how we grew up. But when we go in a different country, right, we
Mm-hmm.
try to
Adapt.
fit in and
Yeah.
do eat better and stuff like that, right? Because I know like uh, I have a friend every Sunday when I had to go to church, she order a fish, a salmon, because she like how I make my snapper.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So she always order one for me. But she's from St. Lucia and you cannot give her with anything. She wants it with
yeah.
green banana, right? She
Yeah.
was like,
Mhm.
oh, give me a little salad. But she's not getting out of our St. Lucian zone. So I'll be like, come on, try something different. Sometimes I have to make a little thing on the side and give her. She will eat it,
Yeah,
but she's still in she St. Lucian
Mm-hmm.
green banana and thing. But for me, something that I grew up with, I don't really like it anymore. Because I think like I eat too much. Like I make fried bakes and all of that, but I don't really eat it that much. Yes, I because I grew up on those things. So it's like, I try different things now. You know what
yeah.
I'm
It
Yeah.
saying?
is. It is.
Definitely.
This is where when I talk about the last time I talked about jollof rice,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
this is exactly how jollof rice came about.
Mm-hmm.
Jollof rice.
Every
Yes.
yeah, every region,
Mm-hmm.
every region you go, they tell you, oh yes, we can cook jollof rice. And if you go to Kenya,
Mm-hmm.
they will tell you, yes, we do cook pilaf. They call it pilaf. And you go, the more you go, everybody have a way how they cook rice and mix it with oil and pepper and tomato.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every region in the world. I was shocked. When you go
Mm-hmm.
to Turkey, they may not use rice. They use, or when you go to the Mediterranean, they don't use rice. They use bulgur. You know what is bulgur? The wheat, the
Right.
Yes.
wheat curd.
Mm.
Yes. So they use wheat curd, but the same thing they do, the fry the onions, add tomatoes and chicken or beef or whatever, and then they add the boil and they boil it and becomes very good food, very good meal.
But in
Just like
uh,
just like you were explaining a while ago, this is how the jollof rice came about. Jollof
Mm-hmm.
rice did not come from Nigeria or Ghana or only Senegal. The name jollof rice came, as I told you before, from Sierra Leone
mm-hmm.
because the people who speak jollof cook like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is how they
Mm.
cook. So when other people try to cook it, they cook it that nice way, the way the jollof people cook their rice. And
Right.
this has spread right across West Africa because the jollof, the Wolof people were taken to different countries and they also traveled.
Mm-hmm.
They travel a lot. Remember that they rear cattle as well. So they travel, they graze a lot, they carry their cultures to different areas, they trade
Yeah.
to go and sell.
So
And
can I?
this is how the jollof rice came, just like the way you explained with the about the people in St. Lucia. You said when you go there, they have to cook and they have to put green bananas. They have to
Mm.
put those people probably. I am thinking most probably the people from that place were coming from Uganda.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They must have been the people who were taken from regions in Uganda
Yeah.
that settled in that island. You know that
Yes.
boatloads of people were going and they were not mixed all over Africa. No, they would take them from this region in Africa, put them in this boat and
Mm.
carry them to a specific
Uh,
place.
Right.
Yes. So for them to be eating that
Mm-hmm.
green banana is very, 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 very predominant in the areas of Uganda, Kenya, and the eastern region
and it's
of
good for
Africa.
iron too. It's very good in iron.
Yeah.
But what is you guys' favorite national dishes?
Oh, we talked about that the other day. It when every area, every country have their own national
True.
dish. Caribbean. Yeah.
Mm.
What? I keep forgetting your name. I keep
Uh,
calling you Caribbean.
well,
Uh,
Sharon. Uh-huh, Sharon.
Yes, Sharon. Every every country in this world, every country, and even every
yeah.
people. What I mean, a people that speak a particular language or live in a particular region or come from a particular area and they live together, they have their own national
That
dish.
is true.
Because
So
mine.
if you ask me what's the national dish of my country, I will tell you from my region, we love cassava leaf.
Mm,
But cassava leaf is not a national dish in Sierra Leone.
uh,
We have many other ones. We have potato leaf, and the area where you are, that's how you cook it, and it become your predominant food. People will think that in Nigeria is jollof rice. No, we no, 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 no. The region where you come from
Yeah.
is where you're going to eat what you have because it's these are big countries. You cannot have a national dish.
right.
No, we are not like Italians who have
Mm-hmm.
pizza. Even Italy, even when we think of pizza, we think of Italy. No, it's just a region in Italy that makes pizza. And because those people travel and they cook it, it's easy food, it becomes the food that is associated with that country.
Right.
Just like you will associate this cassava leaf to Sierra Leone, potato leaf to Sierra Leone, or what they call palava sauce. That is the only sauce you associate with Liberians. Our
Mm-hmm.
Mama Masa will tell you about palava sauce. You will be wondering, what is
What
palava sauce?
saliva?
Yes, but they love it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that they don't have other sources. They
Right.
have other sources, and that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I met a Suriname person, and I said, what's your food in your country? They said, oh, we eat roti, roti. Yes, but if I be Suriname, that would tell me that roti is the only food we eat, or is the food that is predominant to our country. They may love it. A lot of people may
And
like
they
it.
make it
So
every day with some other sauce or something
I
else.
want to
yes.
say
So
I want to say two things before I leave because I
mhm.
know somebody else might be on the line, right? In my country, it's a very small island, beautiful beach, white sand, whatever. It's very beautiful there, right? But our national dish is oil down.
Mm.
And some people, some other nation call it different. Like I think the Jamaican people call it rondong
Mm-hmm.
or some
Wow.
other thing. It's like when you cook up the porridge and the dumpling and your greens like your vegetables
Mm-hmm.
and then you cook it down with coconut milk. So when it dry down with different meat in it, so when it dry down, it just turn like oil in the bottom of the pot.
Yeah.
You put a little of that thing that thing where it make the pot yellow, um turmeric,
Curry,
turmeric.
turmeric, yes.
But we
Turmeric,
call
yes.
it saffron in Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
So you make it, and that's our national dish.
Mm.
But
Wow.
also we have like pela, what you guys would call, is something like how they say jello rice. It's like we own this pela where you cook up the
Yeah.
meat together with
We
the
do that
rice, and you put
in
a little
Barbados
coconut
too.
milk, and you put your peas in it and whatever.
We call it
That's
So
a
pig
form of jollof.
Barbados.
That's a form of
yeah,
jollof.
so we call
True.
it pilau.
Yes.
And
You're
also,
right.
my country is also known for, nobody jump me, okay? That's what I know growing up. The best cinnamon
Yes.
and the cocoa. So
That is
every
the
time I go
cinnamon.
home, I always bring back that
Mm.
because we grew up, had to play the cocoa, put it to dry,
Yeah.
grind it, and do all of that. And even cassava, we grew up eating cassava. I saw my grandparents was grinding it, throwing it to make the farin. So the thing what
Mhm.
you guys call it some other name, but we call it farin. What is that thing when they put in the milk and so on?
Sarin.
Like when you put the cassava, they grind it, but it come like a powder looking. Gari. You guys call it
Oh,
gari.
okay.
We call it
See your mute
cassava.
thing.
She mute.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She mute. They call it gari, but we call it cassava,
Mm.
right? And I usually make porridge and all of that with it. So I know
Hmm.
about those things. We grew up on those things as well.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So this is what I took a 2 cent that I wanted to put in about, and the topic today is very, 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 I really enjoy
Thank
that because sometimes I usually
Okay.
so want to do things like that because sometimes a lot of people doesn't know about different things and
you.
different things
True.
in the country,
And it's
and
good
it's
to
good
learn.
for me.
Mm.
Yes, and it's good for us to express because like sometimes people talk one topic every day, but it have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of other things that you can learn and know from
Absolutely.
different.
That's
Yes,
why I'm
different.
loving it because we're
Yes,
learning. I'm telling you.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, yes.
Yes.
When Sharon leaves, I want to answer to Mercy.
Okay.
Mercy, Mercy Kua.
Mercy. Okay. Yeah.
Mercy Kua. Yes. I want to discuss her point. She
Okay.
said jollof rice us believed to have originated from the Wolof Empire in Senegal in the 14th century.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Okay,
I'm gonna
Sharon.
give you
Thank you.
guys a thing. But anyhow, thanks. Love your food, Sissy. Love it. I wish I got a piece,
Thank you.
get piece from the on the other side.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, bye
Bye bye.
bye, bye bye, everyone. Yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
Mercy is correct, but this is the point that I made last week.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy is talking about jollof
Yeah.
rice, but no, Mercy, you're not talking about jollof rice. There is no jollof rice in the Senegal Empire in the 14th century. There is Benechi. Am I wrong or am I wrong? You have Benechi, which was the way that you cook your jollof rice.
Mm.
So when your people traveled and when Slavery came,
Yeah.
your people were brought to my country by the recaptive boats. And I explained again what
Mm-hmm.
were the recaptive boats. Do you remember where I said that the Slave who were already captured,
Right.
but on their way to the Americas, they were brought back because SL had finished.
Mama
So
tried
they
to
were so they
can't
were
connect it.
bringing these people back.
Mm-hmm.
And when they brought them back, they took them to Sierra Leone.
Mm.
And these people in those
Right.
boats, we are talking about a whole city of people. It's not 500, 600.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Wow.
A lot. They brought them from every region in Africa, from South Africa, Mozambique, all of them. We have all of their towns
Wow.
in my country, in my city of Freetown.
Mm-hmm.
When they brought these people, and they brought also these ones from Senegal and from Senegambia, when they brought them,
Yeah.
they also put them in my country. Some of them couldn't go back. So they stayed in Sierra Leone, they became their own people.
Mm-hmm.
Among these people who were coming from Senegal, these Fulani Malian people, who were coming from the Senegambia, the Senegal region or the interland of Guinea, these people started cooking their ways of cooking in their country. But because they didn't get the answer, they didn't get the result, they don't have the ingredients, they took the local ingredients that we have
Wow.
and they made it into jollof.
Mm-hmm.
It means the rice of the jollof people. It is not Benechi. When you talk about Senegal rice, people are always thinking, it's it's our jollof rice. No, it's not your jollof rice. It's the people who had traveled
Mm-hmm.
when they came in those boats that developed that one. Even the one, Masi, you know that the one that they cook in Senegal, you don't put tomato paste. No,
Mm-hmm.
there is another
Thank you.
thing that they put. It is the one that was developed in um in okay, she's accepting. It's the
Yeah.
one that was developed by these ex-SLAVER people
Mm-hmm.
who are called, they are actually not SLAV, in fact, because they have not even gone yet to the Caribbean or to the Americas. They were the freed recaptives. It was these people that developed that meal in Sierra Leone. We have a whole story about it, a whole. But you see, when you don't travel and you
Yeah.
hear your name somewhere, you think, oh, that's ours. No, it's not yours. This belongs to the people of Sierra Leone from those
Yeah.
people who were brought there. And as they travel, they go to other countries, they cook it differently. Until you come to Nigerians, you go to Ghanaians, Nigerians, Cameroonians, they are all cooking this jollof differently. It's just a way of putting everything in the pot and frying it and get a beautiful flavor,
Right.
beautiful seasoning. And this is what has become the word today that they call jollof. Jollof rice is supposed to mean the rice that is cooked the way the Wolof, the people who speak that language, cook
Mm-hmm.
the rice.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for the stars. I see.
Okay? But we were not talking about jollof today.
All right.
How did we get
History.
here?
Exactly. Barbara F. say history and home economics class today. Oh my God, it's great. Yes, it is. Yes.
And
And now
get
we got
and
beef
guess what,
change
Sweet
of
Peach?
rice.
And guess what? I got a distinction in history
Yeah.
and an A in home economics.
Really?
One
Wow,
day I'll show you my results at
wow,
school.
wow, wow. That's awesome. Wow.
Yes. So whenever I'm talking, I know that I am saying exactly
Mm-hmm.
what it is,
Yeah.
because what we studied, we as Sierra
Mm-hmm.
Leoneans, you are bound to study SLAVERY, because the person next to you, that's their history.
Mm-hmm.
Your neighbor,
Yeah.
that's his history. That's why I come from Freetown. Whenever you hear the word Freetown, I want you people to associate
Yeah.
Freetown with you.
Yeah.
That, oh my God, if my people were not taken to that other island, I could have been a Fritonian. If my people were not taken to the other island, and if that boat did not lose its way and went into another island, and some of the boats just appeared in islands, I could have been in Freetown and you would have been a Sierra Leonean. Yes.
Hey.
What did Barbara say? Barbara Faulkner said, yes, I felt it. What did you
Thank
feel,
you,
Barbara?
Elias. I felt it. Oh, maybe about your A in home economics. Maybe.
And history? Oh yes, definitely.
Maybe.
I love history. I when I was studying my history for my final exam and I'm reading the books, I would be laughing, and my sister would say, "You even laugh at history? What's so funny about it?"
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Elias, for
I would say, yes,
everyone.
come and look at
Oh
what
God.
this chief did in the 15th century. This chief was trying to make a deal with so and so and so people,
Right.
and look at how it turned out. And you should watch that movie. What's the name of the movie? Oh my God. There's somebody wrote a movie that looks like Wakanda. I want you to, yeah, that movie, oh God, I've forgotten the name. It looks like Wakanda, and
It will come back to you.
yeah, it didn't come. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
You will
I tried to
remember.
find out,
I'm
but
sure you
it
remember.
didn't come. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a movie. It looks like Wakanda. They wrote it. It's a slavery movie. It's a slave movie.
Okay.
SLAB movie. Yeah, it looks like Wakanda, but it's just pure slave movie. All
Mm.
of those stories, those history, are what we study. Yeah, all of this history is what we study in West Africa, and we study about you people who were taken away, and and the relationship that we still harbor within.
Yeah.
Yes, you may not feel that because you have spent more time or you spend all your years in America, so you feel American. Yes, but when we see
Yeah.
you, we see, oh my God, that's one of my cousins who was taken.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And I want to assure all of you that if you go to Sierra Leone, everybody you talk to, that's how they feel. And I can tell
I
you
was
that Sweet Peach,
wondering. Sorry, go ahead. I was wondering if that was the movie you was talking about, CC Roots. I didn't say it
no,
because
no,
I didn't know it
no,
was
no,
Roots.
it's not Roots.
Yeah.
No, it's a recent one. It's a recent one. It's 2022 movie.
Okay.
People keep thinking it's a recent, very recent movie.
Mm.
No, it's not Shaka. It's very recent, Elise. It was on the cinema in 2022. I went to watch it with my daughter, but I forgot the title of that movie. And Sweet Peach, I remember in 2020, 2026, there was this guy in I've forgotten the place where he is in America. He wanted to come to Sierra Leone so badly, and he met me online, and we started talking. And do you know the first thing he said to me? I want you to give me a name. I want to change my name.
Right.
And I said, okay, what kind of name would you like? And he said, I feel that you are my sister. I want your name. I said, okay, I'm not going to give you my name, my dad's name. I'm going to give you our granddad's name. And I gave that person my name, our granddad's
Ah,
name. And this guy has come to Sierra Leone 4 or 5 times.
wow.
Yes, I gave him the name Kunta Fode Kunda. Yes. Fode Kunda means Fode the warrior. That's what my grandfather was called. Great grandfather, sorry. Yeah. And when he came to Sierra Leone,
Yeah.
we talked for like 4 or 5 years before he finally got the courage to come to Sierra
Wow.
Leone. Yeah. When he came to Sierra Leone, he couldn't believe how warm the people were to him. He couldn't believe it. He just, what did you Google? No, it's not jollof, it's
Oh,
jollof.
oh yeah, jollof. In the beginning, like 2 years ago, I didn't know how to spell it either.
Oh,
So I googled
because everybody was saying jollof,
Because they're thinking
jollof, jollof.
gel, like J-E, gel,
Yeah.
J-E. So why they thought so.
Yes, the guy is from Indianapolis, this guy. I
Oh,
brought him to Sierra Leone,
oh,
and he has traveled to other African countries as well.
nice.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yes, and because, yes, he's from Indianapolis, that's where he
Mm,
lives. And whenever he goes to Sierra Leone, he never stopped talking about me. And he's just
yeah,
became a Sierra Leonean because he
nice.
said that many things that they do in his little village, they're all, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, he said that many things they do in his little village, they are always thinking about going to, look at that. These are all
Yeah.
people from your country going to, just like you traveled, Sweet Peach.
Marcy, have a question for you, Cece.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Kintukute was from Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone. Sierra
You
Leone.
started with
No, Kunta Kunte.
my
Kunta Kunte was not from Sierra Leone. Pierre was from Sierra Leone. Kunta Kunte is not from Sierra Leone. He's from Mali. He's from the Malian region he's from the areas around Timbuktu. Did you hear about Timbuktu?
I have heard people mention that before Timbuktu,
Timbuktu,
yes.
yes. Kunta Kinte is
Oh,
from those regions of Timbuktu.
yeah.
However, I want you to know that Kunta Kinte is a story that can be that he is not from those Malian area. He could also be a Guinean.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because why I say that?
Mm-hmm.
What happened was that people were studied like the way you look at the animal in the
Yeah.
zoo and you make up stories about him. You don't ask him where he's from. You just make up stories about him. Mali, Mali is quite far interland to be able to bring him down
Mm.
to where he was taken.
Wow.
Mali is quite far. The walk a lot what these people you should understand are not explorers,
Mm-hmm.
they are business people.
Right.
They will not go that deep into the interland of Mali to get somebody like that because number one, they will not survive the journey. It's very, very far.
Yeah. Jesus.
Number two, there will be a lot of feeding involved.
Right.
Food. Remember, they didn't see the African as a human being. They saw us as cattle.
Mm.
Remember, we were not the horse. The horse was more valuable than us. They saw us like the way you see your sheep and your goat and your chicken at the
Mm-hmm.
backyard. It's just that this chicken and goat, you're going to plant it and it will, or you're going to let it work for you. So
Mm-hmm.
that is what it was.
Yes.
Okay, so when they were bringing and traveling with them, you have to travel with them as if you're traveling with your goods. Your goods, your cattle, your goat, and your sheep, they must stay alive. You must give them food. You must give them grass or whatever you give them to eat. So if you're bringing them from that far to the coast, they may not survive. So that means you're going to run at a loss. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to run at a loss. Yes. So chances are he may have been from the Senegambia region or even Guinea. Yes. So, yes, that's what it may have been. And this Kunta Kinte story, is it a real life story or is it somebody telling a story?
Mm. That's a good.
Is it somebody telling a story that embodies what an SL would have gone through to come all the way here? Is that,
Mm.
or is it just a story?
Yeah.
You see, now Mercy says that he's from Madinka village, the Jufere clan. How do you know? How can you prove that? How can you prove that? Somebody wrote that to you.
Yeah.
Somebody told you that. How can you prove? Did they check his clan before he came? Did they check who is it? No. On the other hand, Senga Pierre, you know Senga Pierre? Have you known about that one? You know about Senga Pierre, right?
I've heard.
Let me write it down. Senga Pierre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've written it down. That one is from Sierra Leone.
Oh,
He's the one.
wow.
He's the one that took one of the states of Atlanta, Georgia, one of the states. He's the one that took them to court. Yeah. Yes.
CC,
That one. Yes,
I didn't cut.
please.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
That one.
Sweet Peach.
Yeah.
While watching, looking through contents, right? I love the African part of anything that I see on social media.
Yes.
But me personally, I like the village part.
Okay.
Yes. Why
Why?
you make that face?
I
For
want,
me,
I
it
want to know.
Why? I
listen
want to
why.
know that too.
Okay.
It brings me back to my childhood.
Okay.
All right.
And I like to see how they are doing their thing because I watch like Happy, this little girl. I think she's Happy and something another, Happiness something another, and another one
Oh,
named
yeah.
Mama
Very
Chumi,
correct. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I love their
Yes.
content. Even the Mama Chumi, I think that's her name. She do the cleaning. She go out and clean.
Okay.
I like to see when, because to me it's more real, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
more real to see.
But who said that mine is not real? Because I live in a house,
Real.
I live in a
No,
city, and I do.
Oh, I don't know.
I do.
no, you don't understand what I'm saying.
I don't mean me, but I'm talking about the other ones who live in cities. And who said that theirs is not real?
I mean, it's not like it's not real, but it bring me back to that place where I would
Like
love.
like homey.
Yes,
Homey side.
yes. I just
Yeah.
like that. The
Okay.
real hustling,
Yeah.
you know. I like to see when they go out, they jump on a bike to get them from place to place. It kind of make me feel more relaxed
Yeah.
and enjoy something nice to take your mind from certain things. To
Okay.
see
I
how
understand.
they're young
Because
and they're
yeah, because the
trying.
ones who live, because you don't want to see the ones who live in the city and are under duress and under stress, right? So you
Yeah.
just think that that man who is riding his bicycle to go home, he still wants to live in that kind of condition.
Not no, sweet CC, no, not like that. To me, it just bring me right back to my childhood when I was back home in the country. It
Where
was the best days of my life.
where
Right.
Trust me.
Right.
where is your back home?
My back home is in Jamaica,
Okay, Jamaica. Okay.
at the
Where in Jamaica?
countryside.
Which part in Jamaica is your back home?
I'm from St. Catherine in the
Saint
hills,
Catherine. Okay, okay.
right?
No,
But
Black
yeah, that's not.
Panther.
It's not black. It's not Black Panther. No, it's not Black Panther.
it kind of make
Yes,
you feel
it's
more
Black Panther.
relaxed.
Yes,
Black Panther.
Black
Okay.
Panther.
yes.
You
Sorry
understand what I'm
about it.
saying,
Yeah,
CC? It's not like
yeah.
we want them to still be there,
No,
but
but you
being
just
there
yeah,
is like it brings you back. Because me, I will go back to my childhood days.
yeah. That
You
is true. And
understand?
I like what you're saying, JJ. I understand you completely, because you know something. Um, um, you are very correct there, because it gives you some tranquility where there's very little people around, very little pressures and very little stress going around. Is somebody living that life? It should give you peace, because that's where you have affinity,
Right.
because that's the last time you left your place where when you had innocence, you had peace. This was
Right.
what this was your view. This was how you
And it
felt.
make
And
you appreciate more
yes, very
the
correct. It
smallest
make you
thing.
appreciate more. It's just that we just want to live that life. What I mean, live, Live. We
Yeah.
just want to live it in our brain, not to go and leave it behind, but we want to experience living in that life in our brain. Because I tell you what, as soon as you arrive there you want to go back to your comfort. You want running water, you want fan, you want air conditioning, you want the food,
Yeah.
you want cheese. Remember, there is no cheese there.
Right.
You want you,
But it's
you
more
want
freedom though. It's more
Oh,
freedom. Like
yes, but that's not
your
what
mind is
you
more contented.
okay. But you wouldn't
You're
call
not
it
in the fast
freedom.
life. You're just doing it. You get up. Listen, back then,
Can I say something really quick about that?
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
go
Second.
on.
Yes. So I agree with JJ because I was watching like when I start seeing like Lagos and other places
Hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, I never thought they had nice places like that in
Oh,
Africa. Because
oh
like
yes.
growing up, they always show you
The
the
board.
poor
Oh,
side,
Hmm.
the people
okay.
and them who are really suffering, flies and them and all of that, you know.
Hmm.
So I personally like the way where the straw house looking and all of that because that remind me of growing up home in the Caribbean as well, going to the garden with your grandparents.
Mm.
And that bring back this. We want to see some of that sometimes because we out in a different country now, and we only time we see things like that is when we go home. And sometimes even like when we go back home,
Mm-hmm.
I go home every year. The people that I grew up with, I don't
Sorry.
even see them
You're right.
anymore because some of them passed already. Their children is there now. They gone away and stuff like that. So when I go home, the people I grew up with and I want to sit down and have a chat to them, I don't even see them anymore.
True.
So I like that. I because before I get off, and I wanted to talk about that too, like the part of where you, because one of my sister lived in Senegal for a while. Her husband went over there to work,
Mm-hmm.
and one of
Oh.
my niece, yes, one of my niece, she goes over
Yeah.
there and do volunteer, and she
Yeah.
love kids and she love doing it,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I always think, and my sister was telling me, no, when I was, she said, no, they have a lot of rich parts in Africa. Africa is rich, and I was like, wow. But so this is what we. That's when I agree with JJ. It's not like we want to be like that or see them being like that. It just remind us where we
Yeah.
come from.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It gives you
Yes.
peace. It gives you
Yes.
peace.
The yard, how the yard sweep up and everything. That's what we
Hmm.
used to have to do.
Yes,
And if you don't wash your clothes properly, you get a beating and you have to go back and wash it until they clean
them
because the
again.
grandmother have to pass that test.
Hmm.
Oh God.
you know? And when you go to the garden, and I'm from town and and my grandma living in the country. And when I go up there, and she gave us a hand of fig. My sister, the hand of fig is bunks up before she reach home. It's black all the way because she put down, she put up, she put down. And I like to see the people like holding the things on their head, balancing it and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. Yes, so we grew up like the village part, some part, in the country area
Right.
especially. So that's what I agree with JJ about.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, so that's it. I'm getting ready to go outside, but I'm listening to you guys.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Fifi,
you.
Bye bye.
you
Yes,
know
my love.
when we live in the States, we
Yeah.
live overseas, right?
Yes.
You have some people when they go back home, it's like they forgot about where they're coming from. And they don't speak to some people. They get up every day, they dress up.
Yeah.
For me, when I'm
I,
back home, I'm a total different person. I rather to wear comfortable clothes like the clothes them that I would wear when I was there.
Yeah.
You don't see me wearing a pretty shoes. a little flip-flop slippers.
Loving lights.
I would walk out the street without a bra.
Mm,
I would
Yeah.
just be free, you know?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And certainty, I would cook on the coals. The coal stove.
Okay.
I don't use gas when I'm back home. I love the coal
Mm,
stove. I don't really use the wood because I can't take the smoke. But the coal stove is my favorite.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the life that I like. So those content that those two girls do, I would sit all day
You
and
like
search for
it.
them because it just brings me to that place where, trust me, I would like to see them get bigger, those two
Yeah.
mhm.
girls, because trust
Yeah.
me, their content is more, you know, it hit
More,
me a different
it
way.
appeals, it gives you peace.
Peace, yes. To see
It
even
gives
she take out
you peace.
a lot of dirty clothes and she stay there in the with the bucket and she go for the water on her head and you know and she stay there
Yeah.
till morning till night she washing and it's real
Doing the
thing, you know,
real
because
thing, right?
the real
Real
thing
life.
because back
Yeah.
home when we washing we wash a lot of clothes and we are there for the whole day washing
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
Yeah.
throw them on walls to get them dry and stuff like those are the
Exactly.
Yeah.
things that I love. And when they're cooking
Okay.
they don't have much, so but they cook what they have and they're very satisfied
True. Exactly.
and they're
That's a
very happy. They're very happy persons. Like to me, it's like yeah, they have
thank you,
problems because
Mercy.
everybody have
Thanks
problems,
for
but they don't
listening.
show it.
Thanks for the
You'll
Just
have some people
like
have content and they have that little problem and they come on their platform and them
cover.
a cry.
Oh
You
God.
understand?
just
Yeah.
that's why I will see it like just like you said. Um, there are people who are comfortable, and there are others who are less comfortable, and the ones who are doing their small little contents. That's where most people you should try to throw your styles if you have anything to give to
Mhm.
them. Most of the time, if you call them, you ask them. I send them messages. I said, hey, give me your correct name. I'll ask them for their name. I ask them for their telephone number.
Yeah.
I send them something.
Right.
Sometimes you can just send them $20, $30. That's a
Yeah.
lot
A lot
of
of money.
money. They're happy about it.
True.
So yes, just show some appreciation for their content,
Yeah.
and I think it will be
Mhm.
fine. Now, for those of you who are living, for those who are living a bit affluent, you can't blame them also. They are living their lives. They didn't call to be um in a situation where they don't in a situation where somebody feels uncomfortable. Some other people say that, oh my God, I feel happy to see and to know that there are African people who are also living fine,
Mm-hmm.
who are not living in the difficult way. You
Yeah.
see, so it's I would employ you all of us to enjoy the contents as content,
Right.
not as somebody trying to impose their way of life on you. That's why one time today I wanted to apologize to Tina to say, oh Tina, I am so sorry that we were pushing you the other day to go and through all of those things. I was just doing it for content. I
I
want
didn't
them
watch
to say,
that.
oh, that, that's the fussy auntie who will come and say, today you must do it. I was just doing it for content. But me, naturally, I'm not like that. With my children, I always say to them, do you think eating that makes you happy? Okay, then get on with it. Eat it. The day you don't want to eat it anymore, you got to stop.
No, you
This is what
something, Cece. No, you were doing her best interest. Her best
this is
interest.
what I do to my
And
children.
she said about
Mhm,
what happened to her mom and how her mom
mhm.
had to get the surgery.
Yes,
I was like, no, no, no. That's
yes.
the reason for you to stop, Tina.
Well, then I still must apologize for pressing her to let her go and do it. And we put her under a little bit of pressure. Yes, and thanks to God she did it,
Yeah.
and we are okay. But in my normal sense, I don't do that at all. I let people be, and
Mm.
that's why they say, "Oh, you spoil your kids." No, I let you be, and then I will get to explain situations around
Mm-hmm.
it, which will justify you not to do what you do.
Right.
But I'll let you be and do what you want to do at that time in your life. I know that there's going to come a time when you're going to stop. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Yes. So it's the same like what JJ is saying. Um, this is their content. This is what they want to show at this moment. You know, some people want to show that, look at me, I'm living fine. I'm the queen of this area. I rule this town. I walk and there yes. And there are some other people who just want to educate.
True.
And there are others who also just want to want to cause chaos,
Yeah.
Yeah.
chaos around. And there are other people who also benefit from chaos
True.
because
You are
if
right.
you look at it, if you look at it, why would I say to somebody, I have a 1,000, 2,000 comments right now
Mm-hmm.
on this screen. I'm a commentator. I like reading comments. I enjoy reading comments.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't pick the positive comments. I only pick the negative comments. I only say, why did you say that to me for? What are you doing that? It's a kind of I'm inviting
True.
negativity. I'm inviting dangerous things. And that's why now, if I go to some pages, I'm commenting and I see somebody who is fighting another person. You know what I do, Sweepy?
Walk away.
No, I don't. You
You
know what I
you
do?
know.
I don't. I don't walk away. I block you.
Jesus.
You
That's
just imagine.
walking away.
You are not. I'm coming, huh?
Sorry.
You're not having a fight with me.
Right.
No, you are not having a fight with me. You are having a fight with JJ.
Yeah.
But the way I see you are dealing with JJ and I support JJ's point,
Yeah.
what do I do with you? I block you because I know once you leave from JJ, you're coming to me. And then it's going to
Mm.
be a whole lot of
Oh,
I block you.
yeah.
That's why most people do not see my comments. And most people did not see how I reacted on all of these whole wahala that is going on Facebook. And to those who like to tell people, stop throwing shades, you should stop telling people to stop throwing shade because you want to control people.
Mm-hmm. Well,
You see, we all need a breath of fresh
amen.
air. A
And not only that,
breath of
JJ,
fresh
I
air.
don't know about you, but when I was growing up in the islands, my life ain't had no drama, no chaos, no wahala,
Mm.
no saga, nothing. My life ain't had none of that. My life was just peaceful, climbing mango trees, getting coconuts, breadfruit, and just enjoying life peacefully.
Mhm.
And that's how I grew up. You understand? And that's how I live my life. And that's why all my kids are just quiet, just like I am, and so forth. And that's what I want to do in life. I don't want to be caught up in nothing. There's so many things that happen out here where everything is concerned with all the negativity and stuff that really took me myself to a different place that I wouldn't normally go. And when I look at it and realize how many issues and stuff and how many things that you put up with that you wouldn't even normally really do, and you're right really thinking, it makes you look back at a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And a lot of stuff that my page went through and stuff like that, and I'm like, Jesus, what the hell? But thankful to God. Sometimes God, no, every time God allows things to happen for a reason. You might not know it, but you might realize it after the fact. Everything happens for a reason.
Right.
And God just brings you back to a place to realizing, hello, your purpose and what I want you to do is so much bigger and better and greater than this. Hello. So, this month, the issues that I have with this page for 6 months and beyond lockdown is going to be over. And I am thankful to God and grateful to God for that. You know what I mean? Because it's not about the money, is that I want this page to be here, to be sustainable, for people to be able to come on and vent, women to talk about different situations. I want us to be here. I don't want nobody to come and say, you know, we're going to take down hers, going to report hers. We need her gone. No. And it's God. It's God again that kept us here for the long haul. Because again, he had a lot of different reasons. You know, you start out with one thing, but then when he see it going like, hello, come back, pull it back. So God allowed everything to happen for reasons that we don't even understand. Even if you guys even think about it, even throughout this 3 years, we've had so many ATTACKS from even some that were involved in the same thing that we were involved with. You know what I mean? Like the Simply Sweet Peach page has took so much from people that were part of the cause. You know what I mean? And now that I'm seeing the light clearly, I ask myself, girl, you know how to smell the roses for real? You know how to smell it? Well, thank God that He's allowing you to smell it. So, you know, when I came out and I made that speech that, hey, we're going in a different direction. People beg me. People been begging me for more than a year. Sweet Peach, we talking about something different. Sweet Peach, we need different content. Sweet Peach, Sweet Peach. And I heard you. And God heard you too. And that's why we are going differently. So when you come and you type certain things in here, oh, this is content. Why aren't we talking about it? No, it's because Simply Sweet Peach do not and will not touch everything. And I've always said that. I don't touch everything. So that's where we are today in 2025. And that was by God, not by us. He allows everything to happen for reasons. But this why I love this page. No FIGHT. Period. Exactly. Only love, positivity, and let me continue to keep it that way and continue to go that way. If I told you sometimes, even doing videos, and my son Mark coming, he'd be like, y'all talking about that again? Oh my goodness, y'all this. Because again, they live a peaceful life, right? Because again, their mom is quiet as well. So, you know, practice what you preach truly is what I say. And Deborah Gordon said, I love this kind of content. And yes, a lot of people do. And if there's only 50 people, if there's only 20 people watching, we're still doing it. Because guess what? The ones who are enjoying, what they're doing, they're going back and watching it later. Well, look at the views will tell you. And not only that, Facebook themselves will push the videos out to a new audience, right? A new audience because it's positive, ain't got no more issues. So a different set of audience will be viewing and you will see them coming. So it's okay. It's not about the number. Yes, JJ.
I'm not gonna cut you. I'm gonna leave.
You're fine, darling.
Have a wonderful day, guys. There's a little fire on the mountain, Sweet Peach, but I'm not looking. And
you can look and look off. You can read and look off, but you don't have to use words out of your mouth to say anything about it. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a grade 1.
Well, I'm gonna be in the comment, but the fire is on the mountain. But we move, yeah.
We move, darling. Period.
Wonderful morning.
Yeah.
And I enjoy everything.
Mm-hmm.
And next week we might come up with another thing. I'm gonna be digging deep to come up with another topic for next week.
I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate your honesty and everything you bring to this table. Everyone.
Yeah, but
Sweet Peach, I wanted to address her on her sister just quickly.
Which sister? My sister.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you know we're on the same boat? She's not my blood sister, but she's my cousin. And we lived here.
Mm-hmm.
We have lived abroad together for the last 25 years. And when she was diagnosed, she couldn't take it. She was sitting at the doctor's surgery, and the doctor said, I don't know if you'll be able to take this message, because for her, it was a very aggressive form. And then she said, look, doctor, I don't believe what you're saying to
Mm-hmm.
me. I'm not going to accept it. I'm going to reject it. And she's the prayerful type.
Wow.
So she started praying and thinking only about prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And then the doctor told her that, yes, but it's not prayer time. And she left. And they made an appointment with her, and she was very angry. And she told me that, don't mind that doctor. He wants to come and try medication on me, and he's telling me that I have this disease. Look at me. I'm very healthy. I just have a pain in my belly, in my tummy.
Wow.
And now he's telling me this kind of thing. And you know what, Kadi? He's telling me something even you will not stand to hear.
Yeah.
I said, what did you say? Don't mind him. It's coming to count my days.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
She was angry.
Wow.
I knew exactly
Yeah.
what was going to happen,
See that? Mm.
especially when it has to do with the pancreas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I knew.
Yeah.
How do I put my position to tell her that I have accepted was hard. How do I go with her? She said, you have to come with me because the treatment that they're going to give me, you have to check it. But I don't know this treatment. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor either.
Mm-hmm.
It took us a while to get her to see it.
Yeah.
And that, for me, I have never gone over. You see, this year on my birthday, I feel crazy. I go through a lot because all of my birthdays, I just need to call her and say, you know, this year, this is what I would like, right? She plans, she runs, I just put money into a card. She does everything.
Mm-hmm.
I put money into a card and I give it to her. She does everything.
Wow.
And now when I'm doing it alone, it feels
Mm-hmm.
alone, although my daughter is there, but it feels alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel her more closer to me than ever. But
Mm-hmm.
when you're talking and what she went through, and when the doctors said that we're not going to give you the treatment because you are in stage 4,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
how do I get her to accept that and understand it was a hell of a task.
Wow.
How do you get to tell the doctors, no, you should give her something.
Mm.
Try, give her, make the effort. Da, da, da. Many things.
Mm-hmm.
When the doctors came to us, we were fighting the doctors, telling them, no, it's her entitlement. She's a mother. Her kid is 9. She must stay to be with her kid. You must help her. And the
Mm.
doctor kept telling us, she's going to start throwing up. And when she starts throwing up, you're not going to be able to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because she said, I don't want any medication.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Not one day went on top of the day they counted for her.
Wow.
I've not gotten over it.
Mm.
I still
Yeah.
cry. I still cry. She's
Mm-hmm.
not my mom's kid. She's not my dad's kid. But we have lived together more years than I lived with my blood sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Over 28 years.
Mm.
So whenever you talk about your sister, I
Yeah.
want you to know that I am there. I am listening
Mm-hmm.
and I share your experience.
Right.
Thank you, CC. You know what? Each one teach one, right? Each one teach one. And
Yeah,
I feel very comfortable on this platform.
yeah,
And I
of course.
I believe,
Yeah.
if I don't share a story, someone can't learn from it.
Amen. That's a
Sickness to me is nothing that you go to the shop and buy.
No.
And if I'm feeling a certain type of way in my body,
mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be ashamed to come on this platform and say, Cece,
Yeah.
or, as an elder person, and say, this is how I'm feeling, and these are the symptoms.
Exactly.
So that if 101 person in the comment can say, listen, I've been through the same thing and this is what helped. Try it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Or go to the doctor ASAP. It's something that you need to look about.
Yeah.
But you have some people, they have certain things and they keep it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
when you're in a certain position, you don't know who to talk to. I'm not the person to hide sickness. I don't believe in hiding sickness.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in my family, is after my sister gets sick, we are hearing from another side of the family that, oh, two-person from that part has
The
the
same.
same thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying they have a group, a family group on WhatsApp. Nobody says anything in the group.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
you know, when you go to the doctor and the doctor said, do you have a
Me too.
history of X? Do you have a
Me too,
history of
Papa.
Y?
Right.
I'm ticking off everything, said, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
nobody talk about
Nobody
their
talk.
sickness.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
only
True.
know from the start that, oh, my mom have diabetes, so just diabetic, you
Yeah,
know?
Right. Right.
yeah.
And the
Mm.
other things are there, you stick no. And then even if something in the history, you stick it off and they pay attention to that
True.
Yes,
and say, listen, you know,
Exactly.
you see when my sister find out that, and then the other family say, oh, I was so mad. I
yes,
was so mad.
yeah.
Because in myself,
Mm-hmm.
I've been going to the doctor. Oh, I only have asthma.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you tick off the other ones. No, no, no,
Mm.
no, no, no. Come on.
Right.
Come
Yes,
on.
You are.
After
very correct.
everything, I had to go to the doctor and get a
Mm.
test, a generic test for
Yeah,
that, to
yeah,
test myself if I have anything,
Right.
so that if I had, my daughter would have gone
yeah,
Right.
and we would work from that. Come on, don't hide
yeah.
See,
sickness.
Because it's
JJ,
genetic.
JJ, you know what I've heard some people say when they go to the doctor, they just check no, 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 because if they check yes on certain things that other family members had, then the doctor will want to pin that on them when
No,
they come in to say, oh, this one is happening to you. You know, it's running your family or
no,
bloodline. I've heard people
no,
say that.
no,
But
Believe.
no.
for me, CC, I
Mm-hmm.
think at one
Yeah.
point, maybe my sister was in denial in
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes,
beginning.
probably.
Maybe she think it was nothing when she saw that little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And maybe when she go and do the biopsy, she maybe think it's just another,
Mm-hmm.
you know, sometimes they say another thing there, nothing
Yeah.
serious.
nothing
Yeah.
But
serious. Yes, yes,
if in her head she had known that somebody had,
Mm-hmm.
she would maybe rush off to
yeah,
it.
True.
That's how I'm thinking.
yeah.
That's how I'm
That is
thinking.
correct. That is
So
correct. Mm-hmm.
I don't believe
Mm.
in, if my head hurt me, I must be migraine. No, if somebody in the family have something, I say maybe me might have it, to make me go
Mm-hmm.
check it out to see if
Yes.
it is that.
JJ, JJ, you are so correct. My first cousin, were very, very close, that cousin of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, her mom died at age 12. She was 12 when her mom
Wow.
died, when her mom passed. And that cousin of mine, when she was here in the UK and she became pregnant, she went to the hospital and they told her to tick, tick, tick all of the points.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ticked that her mom died of that.
Right.
And she was the same
Love and
age
lights.
when she was pregnant. She
Mm.
was pregnant.
See, she's
Yes.
frozen
The,
or JJ here.
No, I'm hearing. I'm hearing.
Love and lights. Love and lights, guys. Something weird.
I'm here. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
The The doctors got crazy.
Wow.
They took so much precaution for her. And she survived.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry, guys. I need to.
she
Well,
survived. and she's still
You
alive.
see
And
that?
when she moved to the States. She moved to the States to live in the States. And then she said, one day I went to my
Mm-hmm.
doctor. She's from this the how do you call the Indian tribe of America?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She said, and then she told the lady that her mom died when she was 12, and she died of that and
Yeah.
that and that.
Yeah.
And then the lady said, we need to check you for the next for the next 5 years. I need to check you every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I have to check your breast.
You see that?
Every 6 months.
Yeah.
She
Mm-hmm.
went for 5 years. The lady was checking every 6 months, and the lady was telling her, yes, Native American. The lady, well, in my country, they said we shouldn't say Native American. I don't know what to say anymore. Anyway, and the lady told her,
Yeah.
I want you to drink water, because she knew. She said, the lady said that your chances are that your chances are
Wow.
65%.
Mm.
65% before you turn 50, because your mom passed away that early, and you are showing, and no kind of test they didn't run on her. They ran genetics, they ran this, they ran that,
Mm.
and she's twin, and her twin brother already passed.
What?
The twin brother already passed. So the lady told her, you want to leave? I want you to drink water.
Mm.
Drink water.
Yeah.
That's what I said. When she came to my house, she's drinking. I got to say, oh, auntie, are you drinking? No more, you did drink. And she explained everything to me. And she said that this is what the lady told me, that if I keep washing my
Yeah.
blood, peeing away things, that she doesn't know if it's going to work or not.
Right.
And she doesn't care if she works or not. What the lady was talking about was that 65% chance is very high.
Right.
So whatever way we're going to do
Mm.
it, drink, drink, drink. Oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
she can drink so much. I will boil her a flask like this. She will finish it maybe within 3 hours. She would have finished that flask, and I have to boil another one again. And that's how she drinks. She's feeling healthier.
Good.
See?
Good.
Yes, and all the time.
Yeah.
Now, because she passed what the lady called a danger zone, yes, because now she has gone through menopause.
Oh.
And you know,
Mm-hmm.
menopause, those things have it's when you're approaching menopause,
Mm-hmm.
that's when the breast,
Mm-hmm.
the cervix, the breast, and all of these other kind of things are active. So now that she has passed that menopause, she turned 60 this year. So the lady said that. So now we can reduce the water. We can reduce, because the active cells in your breast and your womb have reduced drastically. So your chances are you're gonna survive. You've
Mm-hmm.
made it, and that's how she has gone. I'm gonna block that for Amwal or
Oh,
whatever is his
I
name.
blocked them on. I blocked them already.
Oh, okay, so I'm not gonna get, yeah. So please, people, we don't know where this thing came
Yeah.
from. We don't know how it comes. We don't know. And there is another form that they call a very aggressive form. We don't know what it
Mm-hmm.
is. So
Mm.
please, just drink
Yeah.
water. I know. I also want to warn you that drinking water also, if you're not drinking proper water, it's also not good, because then
Alkaline water.
you're putting more chlorine into your body.
True.
So try to drink more alkaline water.
Alkaline
Always
water.
check the pH in the water. It
Mm-hmm.
has to be +5, pH 5
Yeah.
in the water. Drink more water, especially us. We are in the active stages
True.
of menopause, and all our hormones, all our things are crazy in our body. More water. You see me when I come to sit here, you didn't used to see this. Now I don't mind. I'll just put it like that. I drink
People were
more.
right.
And what have learned to CC, once it's in the lymph nodes, that's it. I didn't know. Once it catch the lymph nodes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they don't educate you when you go to the doctor and tell you that it's right there and it's more likely to spread
Right.
Yeah.
than to go away.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that. They
Yeah.
don't they don't tell you that. But now that we know that what we know, we spread the
Mhm.
word, you know.
Yeah. I do.
It-
I drink
True.
warm. This is warm
That's
water. I boil my water. I put it in the flask so it stays warm,
warm.
and I drink it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I drink warm water.
Mhm.
But I try to check the pH balance of the water, and we drink so that we can be strong for our children.
Yeah.
Amen.
So that we can be strong for our grandchildren. So our children will not be lonely, taking care of their children lonely. And we can get to sit and call our grandchildren to wear our socks, and we can be strong enough to see.
Right?
Because I also heard you talk about something that whether you eat certain foods or not, yes, no, don't eat certain foods. Do certain, because at least, yes, because at least you're making an
Mm.
effort. You know that you tried, you watch what you eat.
Yeah.
If you're going to boil, I'm going to tell you the secret of my cooking. I eat beef and chicken and fish. But let me tell you, I don't eat stock. Chicken stock, beef stock, I don't eat
Mm.
them. I boil my beef, I throw away the water.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or you
Stocking
Yeah.
is
throw away
easy.
that
Yeah.
first water.
Really?
I throw away that first water, yes.
Oh,
I always boil my meat. That first water, I throw it away. I even rinse it. I even rinse my meat again
wow.
before I put it in the pot and then continue the cooking.
Uh,
I do the same for chicken. Yes,
wow. Wow.
That makes
because
sense.
I believe all the hormones that are in
It's-
the animal, when you boil it,
yeah.
some of them will come out. Not all of it,
Mm-hmm.
but some of it will
Uh,
come out.
huh.
Makes sense,
Makes
Cece.
sense.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah.
See, each one teach one. So now that
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cece said, I'm gonna
That's
start
that
doing that.
is true.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. I
scald it a
boil
little
my
and then you
meat.
throw it off.
Even when I'm going to fry the chicken, yes, I boil it, steam it a bit. You will
You may-
see, even chicken, you will see that why do you put the chicken in the pot, empty chicken, but then it brings out a lot of water?
Mm.
Where is that water coming from? I take that water, throw it away, rinse my chicken again,
Start.
and then season it. And this is what I'm going to cook.
Ah,
Oh,
I like that.
we learned
Yeah.
something today again.
Yes, we learn a lot
Yeah, I
every
do
time.
season it first. I season everything. I season it
Yeah.
normally and then put it in the pot. It
Right.
boils. Once it boils, I bring it out. I rinse it again. I throw away
Yeah.
that water. I don't want it. It's not stock for me. Sorry.
Right.
Uh-uh. I don't need the stock.
I need to
I need the beef.
explain like that. Selma said she does hers like that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great tip.
So
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave you. It's 4:30.
Yeah,
Me
I know
too.
too.
Thank
I hope you
you,
have a
guys.
lovely
Yeah,
evening,
yeah,
sisters and
yeah,
brothers. Have a nice time with your family too. Sweet
yeah.
Peach, I'll see you on the highway. And for those of you who we are going to see each other on the highway, don't drag me into any conversation. I am not
You're not gonna
interested.
see me on the highway. Sorry, I don't.
I have
I
moved.
don't be on the highway like that. CC, I'm sorry.
Yes, the raw. Yes, I don't want the raw broth. Yes,
And
cousin,
remember what I
I don't want the raw broth.
remember what I said, right? Sometimes you will see where other people are putting content on my page. They're doing write-ups, whether it's good morning write-ups, even on my backup page. That's not me, but still support because they're part of me. So still put your like, your good mornings. I appreciate you all. Yeah. But
Okay.
thank you so much, JJ. Thank you, CC. This was really amazing, as always.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for your platform. Thank
Thank
you,
you. You're
guys.
Thank
welcome, darling.
you for the platform, Sweet Peach.
You are welcome. We
You see,
thank
I
God.
learned something from JJ today. Thank you for the
We
platform.
thank God. I always say we thank God, right? Amen.
Yes,
Amen. It's because of
I'm going to tell you one funny thing. We shouldn't go without laughing. You know, I can see there's a camera there. I can see the camera is going to. So I know the camera is moving.
yeah.
So I know it's my husband watching and saying, "Why is she not coming? Why is she not coming?"
She's coming on, Femi, but we thank your wife. We thank you as well for your support. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, JJ.
Thank you,
I'm
sweetie.
sure. You're
Bye.
Bye bye. I everyone's authentic way about them. You guys are amazing, right? There no fakeness, no drama. That's what it's all about. Just be yourself, be authentic, and feel free to speak. Thank you so much, Vicky. I love the fact that, like JJ said, she just feels free to speak. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And Cece, I know you're going to listen to this as well. I wanted to say something about the roti. When I went to Guyana, right? That was when I was in Barbados. I left Barbados and I went to Guyana. We visited some Guyanese people that they had came to Barbados. They was there for a while, and we got to be friends with them and everything. So me and one of my sister-in-laws at that time, we went to Guyana for about, I think it was about a week or so, right? I don't know what we were thinking. Anyway, we were young. We went to shop for gold, Guyanese gold. And let me tell you, the people that we stayed at, they were pure Guyanese people, right? The Indian hair and everything. Those people cook roti every single day. Every day we ate roti. Whether you ate roti with something else. You was eating roti for breakfast, roti for dinner, but it was always roti with something. But that's why when CC was talking about some side of people, I can't remember which country she was saying that they eat roti too. Trust me, these particular Guyanese people that we were seeing that's all we eat. All we eat. I was like, what the heck is going on? And they made all kind of different type of rotis, okay? But it was delicious. But you got sick and tired of eating it every single day. You wake up to roti, 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 roti all during the day. So I wanted to share that as well. But the experience was, it was great being young and going there, even though the bridge, Demerara Bridge, I think it was called, even though that bridge broke down and we had to canoe on boats, cross the river, even to get back to the Dagon airport, but it was really an experience. And I'm sure a lot of things has changed in Guyana now from when we were there. But everyone, thank you all so much for joining in. Love these sessions, these live videos. This is what it's going to be about. People send me stuff, send me interesting topics that you want us to talk about. It doesn't mean that we are not still seeing what's going on around. We do, but we just leave that to God. And we choose to just stay in the positive lane, spread love, positivity, empowerment everywhere we go. Peggy Senior, she says, Sippy Sweet Peas, you went to search for Guyanese gold. We didn't wait to search for it. We just went to buy it, right? Like in the market. Because we had this thing in Barbados. People were talking about, oh, the gold in Guyana is cheap, such and such. So we saved some money and we went there. And guess what? The gold was not that cheap, my darling. No, it was not. We were actually shocked and surprised with some of the prices of the gold. Yes, we were. So, and trust me, we wanted to go back home after 2 days, we were ready to go back home. And it was only because of, the area we was staying in. And yeah, that's another story for another time. But I don't even have to already go down that lane because I know that a lot of things in Guyana has probably changed for a lot of people. And everybody don't live the same. People live differently. But this experience, I think we kept our eye open so many nights because we couldn't sleep because of certain things. But that's for another freestyle. I love you all. Thank you so much for everybody. Send the stars. Share the video. Just being here. Really, Peggy said, I'm going home today. Safe travels to you, darling. Enjoy. And also, Mercy, Kay, thank you so much again for the 5 coffees. I appreciate you. See you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Really, I'm a Guyanese living in Barbados. I know about the roti. All right, well, we're gonna bring that back, Shella. We're gonna bring that back. Bye.